This is Sheltered 2. It's the sequel to an indie game that I actually really enjoyed, though I didn't play it for very long. It's basically the idea is you are building and expanding a bomb shelter for your family to live in, and you're trying to survive some horrific, post-apocalyptic scenario. But it's all about sort of building and maintaining this sort of underground dwelling space, and then going out. I believe that from what I remember of the trailers for this game, I think there's also a sort of a more developed overworld experience too, like going out and like scavenging for things. I'm not sure though. I haven't played it yet. This is going to be my very first time exploring the game, but this is definitely the type of game that I always feel like I really need to make sure I'm doing my research on, so that I understand, what's being done throughout the survival community building space. Because there's a lot of really great ideas out there coming from indie games, and I should make sure my brain is full of them. So, oh my gosh, we have so many save slots. Some of us could learn a lesson from this. Save name, okay. Twitch. This is my Twitch one. Let's just keep everything default. Ooh, I get to have a faction name. We'll be the Face Rockers. Face Rockers. I should leave it that way. Nope, too late. And let's see here. Is there one that looks like a face? There we go. Now, is there something that looks like it's being rocked? Yes, it's being rocked. Let's have this face get rocked. That looks like a face being rocked, right? Oh, let's see. No, I don't think... No, these are not going to be helpful. I mean, maybe, like, the X... No, that's got weird tangents with the lightning bolts. Nope. I think this is good. It's better without any of that stuff. So, yeah, I'm sure this is what Bon Jovi was imagining when he talked about face rocking. Alright, so let's see here. A feminine body... Patricia. Should we... I feel like there's... gotta have a better name than Patricia. No offense to any Patricias out there. It's just a boring name to me. Probably just because of when and where I grew up. Face presets. I can't even see her face. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Let's get rid of this bandana. Oh, aviators. None. Okay, let's start with none. Actually, I like that face. What are my hair options? No hair, bun, long hair, long messy, messy bob, short. I like medium messy, actually. Oh, nice. I could do no hat. I think I kind of like no hat, actually. Can I rotate her? I don't think I can rotate her. And then, yeah, let's put the aviators back on. Silver aviators. Flannel shirt. Or this jacket. T-shirt. Tank top. Kind of a messed up tank top. Now I want to look like a professional. Oh, I really do like this type of shirt, though. Okay, let's go jeans. And military boots. Sure, that sounds good. Traits. This seems important. Okay, so absolute drainer. So what is it? Oh, okay, so I get stats, but I get extra stat points if I decide that she's got some advantages or disadvantages. Okay, so I can make her flimsy or frail and get some extra stat points. Make her a pacifist. Or I give her something good, like perpetual energy. The leader never needs sleep? It seems like I wouldn't be getting a real impression for how the game works, though. I don't want anything that's too rule-breaking, just because I want to see what the rules are like when you aren't breaking them. Leader starts with +3 intelligence. But wait, is intelligence something that I would normally... Oh, that's odd. Okay, so here are my sort of baseline stats. Let's bring them to be... Oh, wait, there's some presets. Violent, good upbringing... Well-educated, athletic, troubled, street smart, logical. Okay, I like this. So let's say good upbringing. So I guess it just means that she like went to nice schools or something. Um, so low fortitude and strength, but high charisma and intelligence. If she's my leader, it seems like maybe those are the kinds of traits that I'd want her to have. Maybe there's somebody else who's like tougher physically, she could send out into the world, but she's back at the base strategizing. The thing that's odd is this trait. Where was it? Was it smart? The leader starts with +3 intelligence, and it costs 3 points. So, like, why would I choose this? It's just the same. I mean, yeah, let's choose it. And then... Okay, maybe... Am I wrong about how this works? I assumed... Oh, no, I have trait points. Oh, okay. I thought it was the same points as the stats. And I was like, it's weird to spend 3 points to get what you could buy for 3 points. But no, that's not... I've got trait points. It's a separate resource. That makes more sense. So she could be a a vegetarian threat assessor. Fleeing is guaranteed if leader's health is less than 60 while in combat. What does that... That means that she'll flee rather than getting killed? That seems valuable for my first playthrough, but now I've got to give her something negative. No two-handed weapons? That actually seems pretty good. Okay, so... She's smart. She's a threat assessor, which means I think that means she's going to survive combat more often by escaping. But she's got weak arms. That's fine. I already gave her low strength. I'm not expecting her to do anything that a brute would do. Oh, okay, Cloudcraft just pointed out that Rainbow just redeemed a thing. Let me check in on that real quick. So people who watch me live get these like channel point rewards that reward them with stuff. Let me just make sure it's not something I need to respond to right now. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, Smug Rainbow Pony asked to name something. Oh, okay, I didn't catch that. Okay, so am I still in a position to change this character's name? Because that's right. She's still Patricia. Smug Rainbow Pony. What do you want to name? Oh, Smug Rainbow Pony suggesting Patricia as the name. Okay, I get it, Smug. That's awesome. Good job. All right, so we're stuck with Patricia because Smug Rainbow Pony has invested her channel points in favor of defending Patricias around the world from my slander. So awesome. Well, there you go, Patricias. You have been effectively defended. Okay, let's finalize this character. And now, these are the face rockers. We got this guy. It looks like kind of like Big Joel, actually. This guy over here, and then Michelle. Here's got Eric, Michelle. So we can edit all these people. Let's at least find out about them. I don't know if I want to edit them. I just want to see. Main thing I care about is that somebody has got stats that are not the same stats as her. So he's got high dexterity and an average fortitude. So it's good. I'd love to have somebody with a lot of fortitude. A lot of strength and fortitude. Okay, yeah, so she's got good upbringing too. What's the one with the highest strength? That's, I think, the one. Violent. Yes. Okay. So Michelle's going to be a psycho. And so she's the one I'm going to send out to do my dirty work. All right, let's launch. Yes, I would love to play the tutorial. Please, teach me how to play this game. There's 6 skill trees, one for each stat types. Skill points are earned every time a stat levels up. All right. "20 arduous years have passed since the world ended. 6 rival factions now dominate the wasteland, fighting over resources and territory. A new faction has emerged to try and take control. We join this faction as their leader has just discovered the perfect place for their headquarters, an abandoned underground shelter." Okay, so this is starting with maybe less of a sense of immediate desperation. You've been sent here for a purpose, maybe with people who have some resources. "Welcome to the tutorial for Shelter 2. You will make your way through multiple stages which teach you how to play the game. The objectives for each stage are listed at the top left. Complete the objectives to advance through the stages." Okay, so inspect a character's needs on the character avatar panel. Where is that right here? Oh, is it just this whole column is their needs? Okay, select Patricia and get her to eat something. So right-click a water butt and select drink. Where's the water? Are these water butts? Apparently not, because I can't right-click them. Ah, there's the pantry. Pantry objects store food. The temperature of the room will affect the rate at which your food degrades. Cold will slow it down, warm will speed it up. Each pantry has its own individual storage. You can organize them and change their names. Select the edit icon next to the title of this panel to rename it. Okay. So, open pantry, right-click a food item, and eat. Okay, so let's have her eat this. So Patricia's going to go eat something. Oh, okay, so 2 of these water butts are non-interactable, but 1 of them is. So I'm going to get Michelle to drink. Let's get Eric to drink, too. Maybe he'll have to wait his turn. Oh, this one. Weird. It's like sometimes different water butts are interactive and some of them aren't. Is it just because of the tutorial? Automate the needs of at least 1 faction member. Okay, so open the clipboard panel to set this up. Where is the clipboard panel? Oh, up here. The clipboard lets you control your faction members' AI and view a list of all the objects in a shelter. You can toggle the automation of member needs on and off by placing and removing ticks in the relevant boxes. This is, if I remember right, this is much more complex than the original Sheltered. In fact, this reminds me a little bit more of RimWorld than anything else. The object menu details information such as power draw, and wow, okay. So, automating needs. Needs will automate when yellow. So Eric is going to do all of this stuff. Michelle is going to do all of this stuff on her own. And I'm just going to worry about manually feeding and watering Patricia. Okay, repair the water collector on the surface. Okay, so should we get Patricia to do that? So yeah, so you've got your sort of downstairs area here. And actually, how do I navigate this? Is it WASD? Yeah, it's WASD. Okay, so I can move around down here and look around underground, but if I go up here, it actually... Whoa! It actually tilts up. Oh, interesting. So the game is 2D down here in the bunker, but it's 3D up here on the surface. Wow, all right. This might have been true in the original Sheltered. It's really been a long time since I tried it out, so... Okay, so now she's got to repair the water purifier inside the shelter. Which thing is that? Here we go. Okay, so imagine those 2 items work together to produce the water that we're drinking. So it says here that the shelter has a water collector and a water purifier, both of which need maintaining to keep water supplies up. All rainwater is collected by the collector on the surface. Clean water goes directly to the water butts, and dirty water goes into the purifier. The purifier will slowly clean dirty water and transfer it into the... Okay, I think that makes sense. Plant broccoli seeds. So growing food is important. So, okay, so we've got this surface level thing here. Let's go plant some seeds. Choose a seed. Be careful to make sure that its growth conditions can be met before planting. Okay, I'm assuming that they've just predetermined that the broccoli seeds are going to be fine. So Smoke Rainbow Pony says, I like this camera work. And Cloudcraft says, ooh, that's an interesting design choice I might steal one day. I assume you're talking about the 2D, 3D combination? Now what's she do? Where are you going? Are you just... Okay, well, if you're cold, come back and say, oh, wait, oh. Got a bunch of power problems. Refuel the generator. Okay, so let's go over here. Add fuel. And it's suggesting that I can actually fast forward time. Okay, there we go. Good. And the spacebar pauses. Anytime you make a game that you know, one of the viable strategies is to play it at fast motion and just pause it periodically, pause should be on the spacebar. Anytime it's not on the spacebar, I start getting very angry. Okay, so yeah, that takes a little bit of time. So this game is actually kind of reminiscent of this War of Mine to me a little bit, just because I've got, you know, these, you know, 3 people living in this place needing to go through all of these tasks to keep themselves alive. Okay, we need to craft a mop and a bucket. Right-click the drafting table as a craft object, and then left-click them. All right. So we can get new recipes by completing goals. The integrity is dictated by the intelligence of the crafter. Be careful who you choose to craft. Well, we have got a very smart person. So, I guess we'll stick this right here. Yeah, I guess choosing Patricia. Okay, so traits are a thing that only the leader has, I think. Where is her... Where can I see her stats, like her intelligence? I don't know where that's kept. I assumed it would be here. Oh, I see. It's hiding behind the tutorial. Okay. I'll worry about that later then. Tune the room information overlay on and off. Oh, okay. So you get an overlay as you make different rooms. Some of them might be cold. Some of them might be hot. And how clean they are, how well lit they are. Okay, so let's clean the shelter. So right now, I assume this is cleanliness, and this is 99%, so we might not need to do a lot of cleaning. Let's see what happens when she does some. It's at 100% now. Yay! All right, so now we need to craft some cement. All right, let's find out how that's done. It's not at the drafting table? It's at the workbench. Okay, so this is where you craft items and equipment. Crafted items are used for other crafting recipes. Okay, so this is like my, crafting resources and stuff like that. So how much cement do I need? Just one? Let's do it. Head over there, Patricia. Okay, most items can be recycled into some of their base ingredients. Right-click the workbench and hit Recycle Items. So the recycling panel consists of 3 different sections. An inventory of the items that can be recycled and a queue of items to be recycled. Clicking an item will transfer it. So let's recycle a pipe into some metal shavings, I guess? Recycle? So now she'll go over there and recycle some stuff. Okay, so you're going to go out there and find a bunch of junk items and then turn them into their component parts so that you can use them to build other things. That makes sense. Build a dirt room. As you build more objects inside the shelter, you'll need more room. You can excavate new rooms by selecting a room recipe from the drafting table. Okay, so here's a dirt room. Oh, okay, so I've already got sort of the ability to go down here. So I'm just going to add a dirt room right there, or can I add one to the side? Now it looks like we're restricted as far as side to side how much bigger we can build. So she's going to go downstairs. Unfortunately, because I can't go any further to the left than this, by necessity this tutorial is blocking some of the map. Luckily they're only blocking the part of the map that is just the up and down stairs. Oh, this definitely does feel like it needs to be faster. Is it okay? I tapped 3 by default to try to make fastness happen, because that's often the fast forward button, but it was not in this case. Maybe I have to click the actual button to make things go fast. That would be sad if that is true. Okay, open the faction goals menu. Where is that? We have a list of goals. Some are easy, others are hard. Completing faction goals provides rewards like boosting your abilities or unlocking extra craftables. Right-click the faction flag. Oh, up here. Okay. And see our goals. Okay, so each goal is unique. Goals with multiple stars have more than one level to unlock. All right. Okay, like Speedy Engineer. So we just craft 15 items and we'll get 1 star in this, and we can keep crafting items. They get more and more and more. And I guess there's some kind of benefit to this. Like, does each of these have an advantage that they grant? They don't tell me what the advantage is. Or does it? Oh, wait, no. Oh, I see. I do. This is not just a... Sorry. For some reason, my brain registered this as a description of what I needed to do. But no, this is a description of the reward right here. So this is the thing I need to do. This is the reward. So I can glance over these reward like tier 2 recipes. That seems valuable. So we need to craft a bed, a toilet, a shower, a stove, and a room, which I just did, in order to get the drafting table. And you notice these start out yellow, but then they go gray when you've already done them, so you can keep track of them. That's pretty cool. Okay, is that it? Oh, here we go. Set up an expedition party. You can collect resources from the world outside by sending your members out to explore. Right-click the radio and set up an expedition. All right. So first you choose which faction members are going to be part of the party, and then clicking the add icon, an empty slot will add another member to the party. Okay, so Michelle is definitely the main person I like to send out to do this kind of thing, because she's my psychotic badass. Let's also send Eric, but let's leave Patricia behind. I don't have a vehicle to send them in. So she's got attacks like Crush Windpipe, Poison Punch, and Spray Gunshot. He's got a Sleight of Hand attack because he's dexterous. Okay, I don't think I'm going to get much more out of this, so let's keep going. The equipment selection. So we need to determine what equipment they're going to bring with them. You can change the character you're equipping by selecting their avatar. Right-click items and storage to open a menu, which allows you to move or equip them to the party. Okay, so what do they need to bring? So obviously, I feel like they should have weapons, right? Do we... I don't know if any of these things are weapons. I mean, wood. Is wood a weapon? Is pipe a weapon? It looks like it says crafting ingredients, so probably not. I think maybe I have to send them out unarmed. All right, well, I imagine maybe I should bring food? Let's bring crappy food. Let's bring our worst food. Just everything with 1 star. I don't know how much they need. They're not really giving me a good sense of what I need to send with them. Is there water? Yeah, so I don't really know what I need to send. So maybe 6 food is enough. Let's send some bandages with them in case someone gets hurt. Do they need a bucket? I don't know. Probably not. Hey there, La Coalition. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Cloudcraft is suggesting that from the size of this inventory, 6 food is probably plenty. That makes sense because, yeah, because if you needed, if like the later expeditions I do late in the game needed much more, there would be no room for it. So yeah, so this is probably fine. I don't really have anything, so let's just keep going. The final page lets you plot a route of waypoints for your party to follow and leave. Okay, so this is the Overland Map, and I think this is the part that seemed exciting. It's like a big expansion of what the game could do before. I don't know that for sure. Like, again, my memory of Sheltered 1 is very, very limited, but I think that this is kind of a new innovation to the game. So left-click any hex tile to plot a route to that point. If it's got a location on it, there'll be a search command. Right-clicking tile will display a list of available actions. Okay, so we could send them out to one of these buses. Most locations can be searched to locate items to help you survive. This is the best way of finding the resources you need to build objects in the shelter. Most items will be found while searching. Most items you find will be low quality, so I imagine you probably have to craft the better items. Okay, so they're going to go over here. Travel rations. Oh, okay, so they automatically get rations, and I probably did not need to load them up with food. Well, let's try this. See how it goes. So these two are going to march through the door and head out. Let's watch them leave before we go through the next part of the tutorial. They're just going to head out on the road. Going west. Alright, we'll open the glossary. Okay, so there's this whole, like, if I really want to learn how this game works, looks like they've got a lot of information available to me, which is very nice of them. Because, yeah, this seems like the kind of game where not knowing what you're doing is going to be a serious problem. Okay, so they're on the road. And is that it? That might be it. All right, so let's think about what we need in this place. We got our goals, which include, for instance, a bed, a toilet, a shower, and a stove. Let's start there. Let's see if we have the capability to build those things. So, for instance, a makeshift toilet. That seems really important. 4 water per use. Wow, that's a lot of water. So, I guess if it's a... I'm thinking of like putting a bedroom type place down here. So maybe the public toilet should be up here, except this is just like the big public space. It's everyone's in all the time. So now let's put the public toilet right here. So now she can build that. Can I assume that I can place multiple things that I want people to build? So what are my other options here? Table and chair. Where's bed? Is there a bed around here? Am I just not seeing a bed? Hold on a second. What else do they want us to build? That toilet is one thing. Work on the toilet. Shower, stove, and bed. That's right. Shower, stove, and bed. So, let's see. Are there categories? So I think this is... Okay, it looks like this might be just like items you can carry in your inventory, whereas this might be furniture. So I'm trying to find a bed or a stove. None of these are really... Oh, poor stove. Oh, this doesn't even look like a stove to me. Okay. But I need a hinge before I can make the stove. So let's... Hold on. Let's look over here. I think this is where... Maybe I can do both at the drafting table. Here's a hinge. I can build a hinge out of metal shavings and nails. The same metal shavings that I made with that pipe. So it feels like they are like deliberately queuing me up to have exactly what I need to build the first tier of stuff. La Coalition, while I'm working on this, wants to know what my challenge rewards are on Twitch. I think there's got to be a place where you can look them up. I still suck at Twitch, and so I don't really know. If somebody else could point out where La Coalition can look them up, I think that, you know, for very cheap numbers of channel points, you can like name a thing, for instance, that I've got. You know, if there's something that is nameable in my world, you can name stuff. But then they go as big as, I think that the larger channel point rewards include getting me to play a game that I haven't played before is one. Another one is adding a nickname to State of Decay 2. Which, you know, because I just am arbitrarily adding random nicknames all the time, that felt like something I could offer. Okay, so she just made a hinge. So now that we've got a hinge, we can probably make that stove, right? Yeah. So let's make the stove up in the public area. Right there. I'm still very curious about the bed situation. Something here must be a bed, and I just haven't identified it yet because it doesn't look like a bed to me. Dirt room, small pantry, small water bucket. Cot! Cot! This right here. It looked kind of like a door to me or something. But no, this is a cot. So let's put the cot down here near the bathroom where cots go. So people can wake up in the night, you know, if they're having problems. And a shower. That was the other thing I needed. So let's makeshift shower. We don't have a valve. We don't have enough pipes. So I'm betting... Yeah, I think the goal is they gave me enough resources to build all but one of the items on the initial list. And I think that, yeah, I think the valve was missing. And I think that it might have been possible for you to make a valve using the same resources that I used to make the hinge. Let me see. Where's valve? There's valve. No, it needs rubber. I don't think I have rubber. Okay, so it was always going to be the shower that I couldn't build up front. I wonder if this stove is going to provide some heat, like when they're using it, like when they're cooking. If like the coldness problem that I'm having in this room will be resolved by that at all. There's a radio contact. What's that? Oh, my party has finished searching this location. I wonder how long have they been done? So what's the result of that? Do I just... Oh, view items right here. The items... Oh, transfer items between inventories. Left click an item to transfer to the other side. Oh, here's an interesting thing. Notice they only let me bring a certain number of things with me, but they actually have a much larger capacity. I was worried about this because when I filled their inventory with needless food, I was really concerned that I was going to make it impossible for them to scavenge. But actually, they make sure that you can't bring so much stuff that you can't bring anything home. That's really cool of them. So, soap sounds nice. The thing I don't see here is rubber. Baseball bat, though. That seems pretty valuable. So a lot of the stuff is probably just going to be disassembled. Does this tell me... Sand, sure. Does this tell me what I could get rubber from? Petrol can. That seems... Plastic, but... I mean, that's plastic. That's different from rubber. A glass jar. I mean, I could probably take all this stuff. I'm just curious what everything is and what the chances are that I'll be able to make rubber and make a shower after this. Oh, my weight is too high now. Oh, okay. So if I want the rest of this, I'm going to have to come back for it. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. Broken game console. Nice. Okay, so let's send them back home. Can I send them back home? Oh, change route. Okay, so yeah, send them back home. Why is this red? Because they're out of rations. Well, let's hope they don't starve. They're probably going to be unhappy, if not dead. I'm really not sure what to expect. I just left them out there for a long time without realizing that I had an action item. So yeah, I'm really hoping they don't just die instantly if they run out of food. No, they just come home probably unhappy. But I've set their AI to automatically... feed them. So they should be fine as soon as they get a chance to eat. So yeah, okay, so I can't unload the food. Interesting. Wonder why not. Okay, so she's taking a nap. So let's see. Can I craft rubber right now? Where was rubber? Because the valve needed rubber. And I think that maybe if I had any rubber, it would show up on this list, and I just don't. So, okay, so we can't make that. But can we make a second bed? No, we need wool and a pipe. There was wool that I left behind, so we can definitely go get some in a minute. But can we craft a pipe? We need more metal shavings than we have. Well, can I make metal shavings? That's recycling stuff, right? I don't know if I want to... That's the thing. Because I don't have a good sense of of the value of different items, I've got no idea if I want to recycle things or not. So they're just going to stand here and look at this bed. Oh, there's a rabbit up there. Can I do anything about that rabbit? No. Oh, man. I wanted to make rabbit stew. There's not a lot going on here for these people. I feel bad for them. So Smoke Rainbow Pony says that they see a chemistry icon to the left. Oh, I've got a stove. Oh, interesting. Okay, so depending on what I gather out there, I can actually make stews and things. That's pretty cool. Okay, so it looks like this. I'm not sure where you were seeing a chemistry icon. Oh, right here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I could maybe there is a way to make rubber at some point, or maybe something else using something we unlock here, but we haven't unlocked it yet. So, unfortunately, I think I might just have to like let Patricia sleep. Oh, they're talking and becoming friends. They're just standing there staring at Patricia, watching her sleep. Oh, now they're mad at each other. They definitely... Somebody needs to turn to sleep. Let's let Patricia finish sleeping. Okay. So, I'm thinking... Maybe it's Patricia's turn to go out there. Oh, wait. What's this? Oh, I think plants need to be watered. Okay, Patricia's going to go out there and get that done. If one of the others needs to sleep, then they can take a nap. Okay, and then I'm trying to wait. How do we? Oh, it was the radio that we used to set up an expedition. So let's do this again, and let's send Michelle and Eric again, because I'm assuming that they're like eating and sleeping on the road, right? And this time, we've got a weapon. Wait, equip. Can I not? Why can't I equip this weapon? Okay, she can equip that. Why not the baseball bat? Oh, that's weird. Does it take a certain skill or something? Required strength 6. Okay. So somebody has to level up their strength before they can use that. All right, well, let's not send anything else with them. Because I don't think... Bag, that sounds valuable, but I don't think I've got a bag. So, all right. Next. And then let's take more rations, just in case we need them. We know we want this wool. And then we're going to go back home after we're done with all of this. Okay. Yeah. Next. All right, let's send them out again. Yeah, Smug Rainbow Pony, I agree that these people look cold. I'm not sure what to do about that yet. I think I need to try to build that shower. I need to get some rubber. I need to try to build that shower so that I can unlock the next tier of craftables, which I assume will include something I can use to heat this place. So let's send them out. So they're traveling. Okay, so this is the thing I was not paying attention to before. Oh, actually, let's see if there's anything else I can do to expand this base while we're worrying about that. So, can I... Oh, okay, I need cement. Did it say that I could make cement? I'm trying to remember now. I can. Okay, I've got sand and limestone. Let's make a bunch of cement, and then let's expand the size of our shelter. Okay, so they're searching the location now. So I hadn't realized you could just track what they're doing this way. Okay, so now she's done making the cement. So now let's extend our shelter out here. Oh, was that it? Oh, I'm out of wood. Okay, fine. So expand our shelter. That'll make more room for beds once I've got, you know, the wool and everything that it takes to make beds. It's probably not bad this area is cold because this is where we're keeping our food. But I am going to eventually want to have a warm space. But maybe it's the next level down that I'm going to want to make warm. An expedition party needs attention. Oh, it's probably just this. Yeah, no big deal. Okay, so the wool, this is going to help us make a bed. Oh, and here's some rubber. Okay. Last time I went to this same place, I don't think it had rubber. Or did it? Did I just miss it? Interesting. So now they're on their way to the next spot. So Scott Lannon wants to know, how much can you actually do? So there's often news stories, including like there's a video that Sunny Games just made about State of Decay. There's often news stories that like a certain game studio is hiring for a certain position, which means certain things about the next game that they're working on. And Scott Lannon is wondering, how reliable is that? Well, I mean, if there is a legit job posting up by a studio, you do know that they're hiring for that kind of role, but you can't always determine from that exactly what they're doing with that role. Like it could easily be like you could hire like some technical specialist to do something that you think, oh, they're an expert at this, therefore this game is going to have this feature. Oftentimes that expertise could mean a lot of things. It could mean that X game is going to have X feature. It could mean they just need somebody who's good at X in order to do Y. It could mean that there's just a different project in the background that you just don't even know about, that's not going to even be meaningful for another 10 years. And I'm not saying that there is one in our case. I'm just saying that's the kind of possibility you should consider. Like, the fact that you see one particular job posting that sounds like it implies one thing doesn't mean that all the conclusions that somebody draws from that are going to be accurate. At the same time, though, I mean, we don't post job postings frivolously. They are real, So, I mean, there's probably some things that you could correctly deduce. You just don't always know when you're correct until you see the final product, So yeah, I mean, job postings are a way you can try to surmise that kind of thing, but just always be skeptical of your own assumptions about what they mean. All right, so they have searched here as well. Let's see. So many things. Okay. Let's definitely grab the food. I'm close to my max weight. Ooh, a knife. That could be valuable. Broken laptop. Duct tape is always really good. A fuse. Okay, more rubber. A frying pan. Oh, this. So these two, I don't know why they have this little red marker on them. It could be that it knows that I've got a goal to use this to build a bed? Maybe? No, but I've already built one bed, and I think that satisfies the goal. So I'm not sure why this is marked, honestly. Oh, is that a skill book? Okay, we're starting to get a little heavy here. Trying to think of... Okay, sand could be valuable for making more concrete. A splintered crate. Some wires, some nails. Glass jar. A fuse. Okay, I think we've grabbed everything we can grab. Well, let's head back home. Change route. And it's red. Okay, so does the redness... Okay, so they've got... Okay, so maybe the redness actually means their storage is at max capacity, so they couldn't possibly search. Maybe that's what that is. I assumed it meant they were starving before, but maybe not. Oh, it's raining! Great! Probably good for my plants. So she's going to go eat, I guess. Oh, Smug Rainbow Pony says that they're bookmarked. Have I pinned a recipe? I might have pinned a recipe by accident. Yeah, I must have... Oh, I right-clicked the cot. That's what I did. Okay, and I don't have enough pipes still to make the cot. So I don't remember if I grabbed pipes. So I do actually want to make this. I also want to make this. I want to make this shower. That's really important. And again, that also requires pipes. And I'm not sure if I actually grabbed as many pipes as I could have grabbed. So we'll have to see how this turns out. I wonder... Recycle items. So, items that can be recycled. Okay, I want to hold on to this pipe. And I'm glad I've got this bookmark here that lets me know that I need the pipe. Like, I assume that the splintered crate, making wood out of that, is good. If something can be... Okay, oh, it says... This says junk item. Okay, so junk items... I can definitely, without worry, recycle into stuff. But the ones that say crafting ingredient, because I don't know the game well enough yet, I should make sure that I'm not just arbitrarily getting rid of those. So the Coalition says that they played other games where, when you go scavenging, you actually arrive on a smaller map and you sort of act out the scavenging. And they thought that that actually might be a fun way for State of Decay, some State of Decay game to work in the future. Is letting you go off map just to scavenge and then come home with stuff. That actually was something that we considered when we were designing State of Decay 2. It ended up being just kind of, I don't know. It didn't end up being the thing we did for various reasons, but we did think of having these like smaller maps you would go to just kind of go on little adventures and scavenge off your normal map and then come home. We just ended up putting all of our effort instead into making these singular, like overworld type maps. Not overworld. That's the wrong term. Singular, all-encompassing maps. Oh, water storage is at max capacity. Nice. Well done, everyone. Okay, so I'm still missing the valve and the pipe. Now, can I make pipes? I can make them out of metal shavings, of which I also have too few. And I couldn't possibly make enough pipes. The valve I can make out of my one remaining pipe and rubber. Well, fine. I'm going to have to do it anyway, so let's do it. Okay, so she's going to do that. I guess I need to do some more scavenging. So pipes are the main thing I'm looking for. So let's plan another expedition. And send these two again. And let's see. Okay, so as far as weapons go, I just grabbed a knife, right? Is that gonna be good? Yes, she can equip the knife. He can equip the knuckles. We don't have any kind of bag. And there's no reason to bring any of this stuff. So next, bring some travel rations, and then some kind. Okay, so we still had some stuff left here. Ooh, we can forage for seeds and flora, or we can hunt for animal stuff. Interesting. Placing a hunt action tile will make the party hunt for wildlife in the forest. The perception stat determines how bountiful the hunt is. Hunting too much in forest will decrease the animal population. There's a chance of encountering hostile wildlife. I'm there for it. Yes, absolutely. So, let's go. Head out there, everybody. Oh, Miss Size Kitty says, don't forget to filter the water. So I didn't realize that filtering water was an action. I assumed it was... What's she doing? Oh, she's sick? She taking medicine? So I assumed that the purifier would just work automatically. Is there actually... It doesn't look like there's an action I can perform at it, which is filter the water. Radith Court is reacting to the fact that there's a rabbit up here. Yes. Oh, wait, what is this? Ooh, there's a junk pile. Oh, there's a bunch of crap in this pile. No, is there? Wait, no. Why is it showing the stuff that I brought with me in my first expedition? Is the junk pile my... Oh, wait, okay. It's showing different... I've got different tabs here to show the different storages at my base. Got it. And so, wait. So when they came home... Oh, weird. When they came home with all that stuff, and I didn't realize I needed to open up different storages in order to deliver the things they brought home, I just left it out in the junk pile. So I just left all the food outside. Oh, let's repair the oxygen filter, obviously. That seems really valuable. Get out there in the rain. Do it, Patricia. So, okay, so I'm trying to think, when will be a good time to end this episode? I mean, I don't want this thing to just drag on too incredibly long, right? maybe when I unlock my second tier of crafting stuff, when I actually successfully get a shower going in here, maybe that's when I'm done. Okay, looks like we've got an event out here. Let's see the items. Okay, so I could get a hinge. Okay, this is a junk item, but I might be able to turn it into metal shavings, which I know I need. Get some wood out of that. Let's just grab everything. Oh, I can't grab everything. Okay, what was heaviest? Like that? I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't really see the weight listed on any of this stuff. Well, if I want to be able to... Okay, let's not just grab everything. Hold on, let's be more strategic because... Yeah, okay, so I know that I wanted to expand. I want wood. I want metal shaving, so I think metal junk is a good idea. Ooh, silver scrap is a trading commodity, which I probably don't need right now. I needed a hinge for the bathroom, I think, but I think I've got the bathroom. We're good there. Metal, in general, is a crafting ingredient that I might need. It might be possible for me to craft pipes out of it if I can shave it all down. Broken wooden toys, burned clothes. Okay, let's definitely bring this stuff with me. And the petrol can. The petrol cans, that's what was filling up my inventory. Let's bring one. Let's go and complete our hunt, and then maybe we'll pass back through here again. I don't know how much to expect, how much weight to expect from that hunting expedition. Scott Landon asks, is there a limit in State of Decay 2 to how many infestations are on the map at one time? I don't think so. I think there might be a limit to, like, how well we can represent them. Like, if you've got that many zombies in a really tight area, we might fail to spawn some of them. But I think we just let the infestations keep coming. There might... I mean, usually programmers, when they're implementing something, will put a theoretical limit somewhere. And so there probably is a limit, but I don't think there's a one in practical terms. I think you could get in pretty bad shape. So what else? Okay, she's sleeping now, so let's fast forward and just... Oh! Awaiting an encounter. Members of a faction. And is awaiting orders. Encounter the forest with Los Muertos. Halt! Why have you wandered into our territory? Actually, it doesn't matter. I suggest you turn around and go back the way you came. This is Los Muertos territory. We're armed to the teeth, and if you're looking for hostility, you've found it. Who are you? Los Muertos is comprised of mostly ex-military personnel. We used to be part of the New Order's forces, but we couldn't continue working for that regime. Our commander, Gabriela Montero, led the uprising, which convinced us to leave. Do you want to work together? We haven't met with your group before. Working together can be beneficial for both of us, but you'll need to prove yourself to our leader. Contact her via the radio and say you met us. All right. Okay, cool. So it's not a fight. But we need to figure out what we're doing next. So, if the Muertos aren't going to let us hunt here, can we hunt somewhere nearby? Can we go here? Or is this whole area just owned by them? It looks like it's giving a faction boundary here. But, let's see. Change route. Yeah, that might be a faction boundary. So I think anywhere I go in here, they'll probably not let me hunt. I wonder, can I cross the river? Probably not. Route is dangerous. Maybe we won't do that. Maybe can we cancel this? Delete waypoint. Okay. Delete waypoint. Okay, so let's search this area again. And I guess we'll head back after that. Okay, well, my ambitions to go hunting for the first time were frustrated, but that's okay. We've got rabbits already. We're fine. What are all these things? Got an oil drum. Oh, can I salvage this oil drum? Oh, can I salvage all this stuff? Ooh, maybe this is where I'm supposed to be getting stuff. Now, am I queuing up a bunch of tasks? Oh, I am queuing up a bunch of tasks. So once she wakes up, she'll go do it. Oh, expedition party. Let's search. Okay, we'll grab the rest of that fuel. That seems valuable. Grab that hinge. The rubber. Leather. We can pretend we went hunting. We'll bring home some leather. Rope. Circuit breakers. A nice circuit breaker. This seems like it's probably salvageable into something cool. Burned clothes. It's a junk item, but I'm not going to complain about a junk item. Can turn that into some good stuff. All right. Get the jar, get the circuit breaker, get this. Pretty good. All right, continue. Brian Menard is wondering if we've ever considered kind of uniting all of the maps in the game, letting you sort of travel freely between them, having them all be active at once. Oh, let's drop everything off here. Oh, we're going to run out of space inside the base real soon. We got to start using some of this stuff. And now she's... Okay, let's actually cancel these actions of hers, because I don't think we got room for the stuff that we're picking up in the base. But yeah, I mean, that is... We would have to change a lot of the assumptions that the game makes. I think that would be probably a kind of a ground level rethinking of how the game sort of keeps track of stuff. It would be a very difficult change, because the game, I mean, once you decide that a game is structured a certain way, everything you build assumes that that structure is still true. And so we would probably have to touch every part of the game in order to maintain something like that. So I think that would... I don't think we will do that. I think it's not a crazy way to imagine a future version of State of Decay potentially working. But yeah, I don't think we can do it right now. Okay, so let's go and recycle some stuff and see if we can actually get what we need here. So, can I filter this just to junk? Yes, okay, so let's definitely recycle all of our junk. Well, as much as we can queue up right now. We'll see if we can put together enough stuff to make a shower. The main problem, I think, Brian, of doing that is, like, if we sort of united all the maps and had them all be active simultaneously, then where do you go when you run out of stuff? You know, one of the reasons why we handle the maps the way we do is so that when you're done with a map, you can abandon it and then move on to the next map. And so we can keep it, because one of the sort of key elements of State of Decay is that there is attrition, and it's real. Like, when you run out of stuff, you have run out of stuff. And it's not just like things just respawn in the world all the time. And so one of the reasons why we had multiple maps was so that you could exhaust a map, and we don't give you anything back. You have to move on, but then there's always a new place for you to move on to. Because that was one of the weird things about State of Decay 1. The fact that, like, in Breakdown, there was only one map meant that every time you left a map and then came to a new map, it was the same map, because we only had one big contiguous map. So let's recycle the rest of our junk. And then see what we have once we've done so. He's vomiting? I am not keeping track of these people's needs. Here, get some sleep. She needs a shower. Everyone's sad. What's her deal? She's cold. She's getting something to eat. Okay, so who is gonna... I thought I said to recycle items. Did that not work? Oh, I must have closed it instead of confirming it. Let's try it again. Recycle. There we go. So somebody's going to go recycle those items. This dude is so tired and miserable. Oop, somebody also needs to water the plants. Oh, you can harvest plants. Harvest plant. Recycle the rest of our stuff. Oh, Eric no longer has food poisoning. Yay. We got some broccoli. And some broccoli seeds. Hey, let's do this again. Plant seeds. Broccoli seeds. Who's this? Somebody's just walking by? What? Wait a minute. Okay. For a second, I thought that... Okay, I didn't see Eric down here because he's sleeping. I thought that was Eric. I thought Eric ran away because he was so mad. But I guess not. He's like, I'm tired of this food poisoning. All right, so let's now see what we can craft. So, we do not have enough pipes. We need 4 pipes to make this shower. But can we make pipes? Theoretically, yes. We can make 4 pipes because we've got tons of metal shavings from all those metal things we recycled. So, let's make some pipes. The thing is, we probably also need pipes for a cot, come to think of it. How many pipes we need for a cot? Also 4 pipes. Everything needs 4. I mean, that makes sense. A pipe for each side of the cot. Except I don't think we can make 4 more pipes. We're just shy of being able to make 4 more pipes. We need more metal shavings. So we might need to expand our search a little bit further before we get enough capacity for everyone to sleep at the same time. So, La Coalition wants to know what happened to the movie that I was watching yesterday, where I was really frustrated with the protagonist. So I was watching this movie on Netflix called The Guilty, and it was... I don't want to give any spoilers, but like as you're watching it, it might dawn on you that there's more going on than is obvious at first to the protagonist. But the protagonist steadfastly doesn't only not get what's going on, but the protagonist actively makes everything worse with every step he takes. And it was just, I don't know. That can be fine, like watching a protagonist do something that you know is wrong. There can be like drama in that, and sometimes it's a really good source of drama. In this particular case, though, I didn't know how long it was going to take him to figure out what was going on and to start making better choices. Because he's just being a jerk to everyone around him, making everything he wants to do harder by being an angry jerk. And ultimately, that is meant to be part of the story, is like the fact that he has a problem with anger. But just watching him undermine himself so thoroughly that entire time was just... I don't know. It was challenging my patience. Because I was like, I don't know how long it's going to take him to figure out what's going on, and to figure out that he needs to be acting differently. But I don't know if I want to wait through all of that. But I did, I eventually, and it did have kind of a satisfying ending. And it was, and it was fine. But like the middle part was very difficult for me to sit through. So, but luckily I was playing Timberborn at the time. So, I just focused on my beaver dam and everything was fine. Okay, we did it. We can craft tier 2 recipes now. So, well, Eric, hey, why don't you repair this bed? So now, how is our storage? Where is our storage? Is this our storage? So let's see what we want to craft here. We should, first off, I think we need some more storage. Some more storage space. But we can probably, let's pretend that everyone's got their own little footlocker and just add that. Because I want to be able to pick up more stuff out there. I want to especially get some more pipes. But, let's see. Okay, so we could... There's all kinds of things we could start thinking of expanding to. Let's look at Tier 2. Let's see what Tier 2 offers us. Spike traps. A greenhouse. Huh. And so I think what they mean is this is an interior space where you can build, where you can grow plants. Fire extinguisher. A good toilet. What? And I can build this right now. I can build a good toilet. I feel like we should build a good toilet. So this is the shower. This is the makeshift toilet. Let's just deconstruct the toilet. Oh, Eric. No, Eric, actually, you don't need to deconstruct the toilet. Wait, Patricia! Come on. Get up, Patricia. I guess I've been overdoing it with Patricia. After you're done eating, Michelle, let's deconstruct this toilet. So yeah, let's build our first really nice thing that we can build with the tier 2 options. Oh, some of my plants are ready to harvest? Oh, and something needs to be repaired. Okay, hold on. So let's switch back to Eric. Now that you're done building that, let's repair this. Okay, so I hadn't even noticed, so we've got these things up here telling me when I've got problems. Oh, a trader arrived. Ooh. Maybe that's the person I saw walking by before. Maybe that's a trader. Let's go see what the trader has. Oh, okay, I don't even have to... Okay, they're selling weapons. Is this only a weapon or is it also a tool? Okay, I don't think I need all of this stuff. So I think no, we're gonna be okay. Thank you, trader. Thanks for coming by. But no. So she's gonna sleep. We're gonna repair something up here, and then do these need to be watered or anything? It says some of my plants are ready to harvest. Is that actually... While Eric's out here, can he... I don't think that's true. Is this just an old message that I need to dismiss? Oh, it's from when he had food poisoning. Someone took items from our junk pile. Oh! Okay, this is how they handle storage overruns. Interesting. Okay, so this is actually very similar to the way that State of Decay handles storage overruns, which is you have too much stuff, you're storing it haphazardly, and it goes bad and it gets lost. So right now, we can bring home as much stuff as we want to, but if we don't have storage inside the bunker to handle it... Oh, we need to build that new toilet real fast. If we don't have the space inside... Then we store it outside, and it can be stolen. So, okay, so that is very similar to State of Decay. Except, you know, it looks like they give you probably an unlimited amount of internal storage that you can add, whereas we don't. Let's see here. Brian Menard asks, do you think the lab would ever consider adding some kind of companion app for mobile or for games in the future that would allow us to control our survivors, send them on little scouting looting missions when we're away from our systems, and allow us to do small base things? That actually was an idea that we thought of early on in the development of State of Decay 2. The main challenge with that is, to do that, I think the game would have to be backed by, like, central servers somewhere. It couldn't just be a thing that runs on your local machine. It would have to be... There would have to be someplace else that the game was running for you to be able to do that. Maybe it wouldn't have to be running. Maybe you would just have access to your save file. If you kept it fairly simple. But, so in theory, that's good. The main problem with that, though, is that it would mean a more expensive ongoing investment in the maintenance of the game. Which could be challenging, because one of the things that I like about State of Decay 2 is the fact that it's not dependent on, you know, us maintaining servers over time. Like, we could, you know, completely stop developing and working on the game, stop spending any money on maintaining it aside from just normal, like, it being on Xbox Live, and people can keep playing the game ad infinitum. Whereas, you know, games that are like centrally, like, server backed are an ongoing investment by the company that's running the game. And if it stops being profitable, at some point someone's going to tell them to shut it down. And so that's the reason I'd be cautious about that sort of thing. If all it required was just access to a save file versus running the game on a server, that might be more doable. But then that would probably really limit the kinds of things that you could do on that mobile platform. So it's an idea that we've liked in the past, and if we found the right way to do it, I think that would be great. I mean, definitely not promising anything because there's so many trade-offs involved. But yeah, that's not crazy. It's just it would take an investment. So who is this? Oh, so this is a person who wants to join my community. Their stats aren't that great, but I think you can level up their stats. So the thing is, I don't know what value there is to having an additional person. Can I get more stuff from expeditions if I have an additional person? Let's say yes. They're not fully loyal. They can't go on expeditions until they become loyal, and it'll increase over time. Okay, so this is like State of Decay 1, where we've got people who are not really full-fledged members of the community that can still join us. Okay, we're working on building this bathroom. Hopefully we'll be done with that soon. So can we assign them to do anything? Like, can I have them clean up the shelter? I assume that the shelter must be dirty by now, right? It's a little dirty, yeah. Go and clean up the shelter. Well, he's repairing stuff. So yeah, as soon as we got this bathroom done, I think we're going to be done with this episode. Everyone's doing these useful jobs. It's great. Oh, Patricia, who was exhausted. She's now taking a shower. That's really nice. I assume, by the way, that our characters... Where was it that I was automating characters? Was it the clipboard? Yes. Okay. Oh, weird. So it looks like... I had made some changes to this before, and apparently they didn't take? Because I made everybody just automate when yellow. But... Oh, interesting. So I can keep track of the status of everything. Interesting. Actually, one thing I am interested in, on top of all of this stuff, is... Oh, Michelle's so miserable. What does she need? Oh, she needs a shower real bad. Okay, we're working on it. Patricia's coming out pretty soon. When Patricia's out... Let's actually have her cook something. Broccoli soup. Let's definitely make some broccoli soup. I don't know how long soup keeps, so I'm only going to make one dose of it. But yeah, once she's out of the shower, she'll do that. But we're inaugurating the new bathroom! I guess. Oh, that was real quick. Wow, Michelle goes real fast. I'm kind of impressed, actually. She looks like she might have been a trucker at some point, so, you know. Hey, Michelle. You can totally take a shower now. Quit throwing up! I guess she must have gotten food poisoning because she's dirty. Yep, she's got food poisoning. Okay, well, we'll definitely need to be thinking about food more as we go forward because we've got more people now. Oh, hey! Now that we've crafted some food, we've got a whole new tier of recipes available to us. Right? No? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Never mind. I thought I must have misread that information. Okay, so I think this is probably a good place to cut the episode short. So, or cut it long, honestly, because I think it's already been quite some time. Let me just check in with the chat to make sure that I haven't neglected anything here that I want to answer before we move on. Oh, Senior Sausage says, so what's this game about? I just joined the stream in my bed. Well, how about I'll cut this episode off, and then I'll answer that question as I'm starting the second episode. So, if you want to subscribe to my channel, I'll put a little button right there. I'm going to keep playing Shelter 2 right now live on the stream. So whatever happens, you can click this button over here to see what's next. I just got a notification. I'll have to see what that is when we come into the next episode.